Hey guys, Brandon here. So what can we do to get our kids, as well as ourselves, more time with our feet out of shoes and onto the ground? Before I answer that question and show you the little trick that I came up with that really has helped me and my kids get more time out of our shoes and onto the ground, I want to go through the benefits, why even do it. I'll run through them real quick. There's a ton of information and now research coming out more and more about getting our feet out of shoes and all this minimalist shoes and all that. But I just want to run through real quick. Break it up into categories, looking at their psychological benefits that has now, again, been shown through studies, decreasing stress hormones in the body, increasing our mood. There's more of the electromagnetic or kind of energetic benefits, which has to do with them. It has to be our skin on actual elements, so on grass, on dirt, on rock, in water. It doesn't work if we're on asphalt, if we're on concrete, anything insulates, obviously rubber, anything like that insulates us from the actual earth. And benefits have been shown through that are it decreases inflammation in the body, increases antioxidants in the body, it improves sleep quality, and then getting into biomechanical benefits. Biomechanical benefits, we don't necessarily have to be on the actual earth. We can be on, say, a mat in a gym. It's insulated from the earth, but we are still having our feet out of a shoe and on a surface. Our feet have 25% of the bones and muscles in our whole body, so meaning that there's tons of movement that can happen in our foot if it's allowed to do that. Typically, shoes don't allow that. Better posture as well, because typically shoes aren't the soles aren't flat. There's usually a raised heel, if not a huge heel, and that throws our posture off completely in our body, and it has a lot of negative side effects to that. So let's just real quick some of the benefits of why. And again, in kids, it's just everything is more pronounced. They're growing, they're developing. A little heel in a kid's shoe throws them off way more than in an adult, and they're so much smaller, so that has a bigger effect. So what is the trick that I have used very effectively with myself and my kids? It is this. If you can see what these are kid socks, and they're not just kid socks, these are mismatched kid socks. So if you're a parent, I would imagine you found that kid socks, they seem to disappear. There's a little gnome running around, a sock gnome, and what they do is they steal kid socks, just one of them. So I end up with tons of mismatched kid socks. Well, what I've started doing with them is the kids now, so I have a 6 and 8-year-old, a 6-year-old son, 8-year-old daughter, they know mismatched socks they can wear outside. So they can use them essentially as a shoe to cover their feet, because sometimes it's a little bit cold out, or especially my daughter, her feet are a little bit more sensitive. My son will run around on rocks or whatever, but daughter, her feet get a little more sensitive, but she can throw these on. She can throw 2 or 3 on and still get a little bit of protection, a little bit of warmth, but run around and get tons of the benefits from being barefoot. So I keep them in each of their drawers, and they know if they want to go outside, they can throw any of these on, get them dirty, tear them up, that's fine. The gnome will make sure we have more of them coming. Also, I keep some in the car. So if we're ever at a park, I bring them out and just absolutely let them wear these, and they want to do it. I mean, I think kids naturally, they don't want to have shoes on, but we just always are kind of forcing them to do it. So I found this so helpful. And for adults, socks as well. If you get you can go to Goodwill, grab some like old wool socks, not that expensive at all. They'll insulate your feet, and even though they'll get wet. Like yesterday I was training a client outside, and it's wintertime here, but we were at the park, and I just threw some wool socks on. Feet get wet, but especially with wool, it will keep them warm, and then I'm getting the grounding effect, I'm getting the biomechanical benefits from doing that. So I have found socks to be hugely beneficial, and better than any minimalist shoe is just simply a sock. And if you get a natural fabric, so again, cotton, wool being the best probably, but cotton, wool, silk, you're also going to get the electromagnetic benefit. With synthetic socks, you're blocking that a little bit because you got something synthetic between your skin and the natural earth. So better than nothing, but if you can get a natural fabric, much better. So let me know, if you have any questions or comments, let me know how that goes. I'd love to hear. So again, my name is Brandon with Silverback MMA. Thanks for joining us this week.